Hello, 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 my beautiful people. All right, so I wanted to come to y'all with this dream interpretation. Now, I got this dream interpretation, and I haven't quite figured out how this actually tied into my life, whether it's past or present. And I'm not too sure if it's going to be past or present in your life. So I need for you to kind of like sit down and sit with it for a little bit, because I just received this dream last night. So I need to sit with it for a little bit. But I was just told by Spirit to share this with y'all, so that way y'all could be aware of whatever spirit comes to y'all, if it has come to y'all, to kind of get a feel for who this spirit may be attached to, so that way you can be able to figure some things out, as it may cause some issues, or may have caused some issues already in your life, and you need to figure out who you need to be distancing yourself from, or what you need to be trying to what spirit is trying to tell you at this time concerning this spirit. This spirit is a mute spirit. If you don't know what a mute spirit is, this is something that you may need to do some research on. But this is a mute spirit, meaning this spirit is unable to speak unless it is giving authority to speak. Meaning that only time this spirit speaks is when it's in the act of catching its prey. When it's not in the act of catching its prey, it does not speak. It goes mute. So I need you guys to be aware of any person that has been showing any signs or symptoms of, first, they have everything in the world to say in the beginning, yet the closer that you get to them, the closer they draw you in, the less they have to say to you. They used to be the most talkative person ever before meeting you, and when getting to know you, to try to draw you closer to them. But once they felt like they reeled you in enough, they stopped speaking, they stopped talking. That's because they think that they have fulfilled their agenda, and now only thing left to do is to manipulate you. And I'm gonna tell you more as we go along. So this is the dream. The dream is, I was taking this friend around an old community that I grew up in, right? And I'm talking to them, and I'm so passionate about how I feel about this community, because this community poured into me. This community loved on me. This community gave me the nourishment that I needed in order to be the type of person that I was, that people see me as growing up. And I took a lot of gratitude in this, and gratitude was shown towards the people who had showed up for me in my life. And I'm speaking to this person, and I'm telling them all these things about the community and where I grew up, and I'm taking them a tour around the community. And as I'm doing it, I'm talking to them using past tense verbiage. So if you're unfamiliar with past tense verbiage is, it's basically using verbiage as if it was, but it no longer is. So for example, so I'm taking the person around the neighborhood, showing them, like, for instance, it was a community center that I grew up in. And I'm like, this used to be the youth center. But you see how I say it used to be the youth center. This used to be. And I noticed that in this community, I continuously keep telling them, this used to be, this used to be. So you can tell that I hadn't been to this place in a long time, because the person starts saying, did they take everything up in the community and change it? No, take that. Something shifted. A place that you once grew up, whether it be people, places, or things in which you grew up and were familiar with, those things have changed. Those people have changed. Everything has shifted to a new vibration and frequency, to a state of which you no longer are used to it being in. For example, growing up and you felt like they had a big impact in your life, and the choices that you made and the things that you did and how you grew up, and you go back to visit these same people to only realize that these people are not the same people that you grew up with. These people are not the same loving, kind individuals that you thought that they were. Something shifted, something changed. That whatever spirit that has attached itself to these particular people, to this particular place, is now so powerful, is so transformative, that it has changed and shifted the vibration frequency within this community of people, this neighborhood, everything that is built around what you used to know or what you were familiar with. Some spirit has attached itself to this place, to this thing, to these people, that you would not recognize who they are, because there is a spirit attached to them that has made them shift into a vibrational frequency that you are not used to. For example, perception is about to change about these people, these places, and these things. And I need for you to brace yourself. I realized that it's no longer a youth center, it's now a barbershop. So I tell the person, I'm like, this is a barbershop now. And we walk into the barbershop, y'all, and first I see people cutting heads. All of a sudden, like suddenly, the atmosphere switched and it changed to the person that I was talking to is no longer there no more. Like the whole dynamic of the dream state changes suddenly, you guys. It was so swift that it was like, what? But it was so many distractions going on that I no longer paid attention to the sudden shift. I started paying attention to what was currently going on in the atmosphere, in the environment. So meaning that whatever dream state, whatever has happened in this particular place, in these particular people, the shift was so sudden. It was so suddenly. This whole vibrational frequency, it caused a distraction for something to be paid. I'm sorry, y'all. Anyway, so back to what I was saying. So it's gonna be like a sudden shift. It's gonna be like a sudden shift in the atmosphere. It's gonna be so much distractions going on that you're not even going to have time to even see the change, see the shift, and what is actually taking place, because you're going to be so distracted of what is happening in the environment at that time in that place. So the environment shifts and it changes so suddenly to the point it goes from being a barber shop to being a beauty shop. I see on my left hand side as I'm walking in, this girl doing these butterfly braids, like these butterfly plaits in somebody's head. I never saw it done before, but she was doing these butterfly plaits, and I was like, oh, that's different, you know what I'm saying? So I'm looking at her do that, and then I'm like, I want something like that, but that's probably gonna take too long, because y'all, I don't like sitting down for like long styles no more. Like, I don't got that type of patience no more. I used to, but I don't no more. Like, I like to be in and be out. So I'm like, nah, I can't get that. I'm gonna just go ahead and get like a wrap or something, get them to do a nice wrap. And she was like, well, it don't take long, because she had did 3 braids in like a split second. Like, I looked up, and then I looked back down, and she had 3 or 4 braids. I'm like, how the hell you do 3 or 4 braids that fast? And then it was kind of weird. I'm like, what the world? Like, she did magic or something? Like, how in the world? She did 3 or 4 braids that fast. Anyway, she's like, yeah, I braid fast. Da-da-da-da. She was going real fast or whatever. Then so I'm paying attention to that and all of the things that's going on in the shop. And when I say I'm walking down the shop, yeah, so it's like beauticians lined up in a row going down the beauty shop. Like, when one seat empty, everybody was sitting there getting their hair done. It was so much commotion, so much going on, that I didn't even think back to my original dream state that I was in, where I was walking around the neighborhood in the community showing my friend this new neighborhood, you know what I'm saying, the community where I grew up in. And I just stopped thinking about it. I just immediately started paying attention to something else. Like, I want my hair done now. Like, I want my hair done. So then I'm asking the girl, like, you know what I'm saying, I'm like, I want to get a wrap, you know what I'm saying, some quick, some fast, some, like, how long you think it's gonna be? And then she like, well, you know, did you ever get a consultation and da-da-da? And I'm like, nah. So she was like, well, you know, it ain't that easy, some. And she was like, we need to treat your hair because we don't want to be putting all that heat on your hair and da-da-da-da, blah, blah, blah. Let's skip all that. Anyway, so she ended up skipping me past somebody. She was like, I just go ahead and take you, girl. Some. I was like, all right, cool. That's what's up. So I sit down in the chair and she started treating my hair. Well, the next thing you know, like, this lady walks in, right? This is where it gets crazy. So this lady walks in to the shop and she started making all this noise. You know how when a junkie walk in the shop or something like that and they be making all this noise and they be dancing and stuff, doing all this stuff, and you be like, okay, all right, they doing too much. So she was like, she was coming to get her hair done with that. She sits in the seat, y'all, and she ready to get her hair done, and all I see is just certain things about her. Like, I can't make this up. All I see is like certain things about her. As the stylist who doing my hair talking to me, she like, girl, she like get high, da-da-da-da, she da-da-da-da. But like me, I don't pay attention to what people say about people, so I like to figure people out by myself, because I don't like people telling me about people. Like, you got people who goes off of other people. Like, say if somebody tell you, girl, she did, she stuck up, she did, she did, blah, blah, blah. It's giving you a whole breakdown of the character of a person, right? I don't like that, because people goes off of their own perception, their own truth. Then you come to find out that girl feel like she crossed her some time ago over a dude. Like, a lot of females get mad over dudes. A lot of females don't like each other over guys, over dudes. You know, and I'm not that type of person. Like, I feel like I'm a real chick. I'm a real female. I don't get mad over certain things just because another, like, your dude like me, or your dude find me attractive. Now me and you hating each other, me and you know, beefing back and forth. I feel like that's little girl stuff. You know what I'm saying? I feel like that's childish. I feel like that's immature. I'm not about to start a whole beef with you. I'm not about to start disliking you as a female. You know what I'm saying? Just because my dude, or because found out that dude got a crush on you instead of them, and then they just don't like you no more. They don't want to deal with you, so they start making stuff up about you as a female and say, oh girl, nah, she did, she that, she did it. They'll even go to another dude and try to tell that dude stuff about you as if you this person that you not. You know what I'm saying? And only a coward, only people that like to gossip end up being like taken in with that person saying, be like, oh yeah, you truth. Me, I'm like, oh no, don't tell me nothing. I don't care if me and you super tight. Like, don't tell me nothing about another person, because your perception of who that person is going to be different from my perception of who that person is. Let me judge that person off of my encounter with them, and let me figure out what that relationship going to be. You know what I'm saying? Going moving forward. I don't like for people to judge people for me, or them to tell me about a person, because people be lying out here, seriously. And I've been in situations like that with people who supposed to be my family, who would tell people different stuff about me as if I'm this person that I'm not. Like, where you get that from? Oh, such and such told me this about you. Like, why would they tell you that about me? Like, that's not even me. That's not even how I get down. Like, nah, like, where you get that from? So I learned a long time ago not to trust females, because females do that type stuff. Like, I'm very real. I know that about myself. Like, I don't get down like that. I don't like gossip. Like, that's why I don't have friends, because I don't like gossip. A lot of females sit around and gossip about each other, and they be friends, but then they gossip about other females who's outside of their friend group, but they also gossip about each other to each other, behind each other back. Like, I don't like stuff like that. That's why all my life I always honestly got along with dudes. Now, unless the female was in my life, she was like family to me. If she wasn't like family to me, or somebody that I actually like went to school with on a day-to-day basis, even them to an extent, they start that gossip and stuff too. And they still be acting like they friends to this day, but they used to talk about each other, which is crazy. But that's how life is. That's how life go. Anyway, back to what I was saying. So the beautician was telling me about the girl, was basically telling me about her character. Like, she get high, she did da. But as she's telling me this, I can see like little things about the girl. Like, she had long, beautiful hair. Like, her hair was long and it was beautiful and healthy. And I'm like, she get high. Like, she got all this beautiful long hair on her. And then like, her shoes was like dingy and messed up. They was messed up. And like her character, like her spirit, her character, the vibration she was giving off was as if she got high. Because you know how, they be in their own world, so they'll be dancing, they'll be talking and stuff like that, and people automatically think, oh, that person get high, because they out their body. Like, they don't even take into account of their environment or who's around them. But sometimes it's not always that the person getting high. It could just be that they're just free spirited, or you know what I'm saying. Like, I try not to judge people anyway. So I'm like, I'm like, okay, but nothing about her seemed like she got high. And then as she was dancing, I noticed her body. Like, she had a banging body, y'all. Like, her body was banging. Like, you know how, like, in the back, like, you can tell when people work out because they got, like, that dip in their back. Like, in the back, you can tell because in their back, it's like they got that solid line that can tell that their muscles and everything is intact. And hers was like that. And she had, like, this smooth butter skin. Like, I'm trying to tell y'all, like, sister was banging, and her hair was like beautiful and long and flowing, and I'm like, she bad. I don't know what she talking about. Like, she bad. But like, every time I would try to like look at her face or whatnot, like, it would not let me get a clear depiction of her face. But it would show me like a quick, like, you know how you ever see somebody like a quick look, like, I don't know, but it's like I never could get like a real clear like picture of how she looked. So I'm like, that's weird. But it was like, I don't know, but every time I would try to, it was like a interference, like with being able to see her face. But I saw everything else. I saw her body, I saw her hair, and honestly, and after having a dream, I'm gonna tell y'all, when dudes meet girls, that's the first thing they look at, their hair and their body. That's the first thing they pay attention to, their hair and their body, and maybe their smile. You know what I'm saying? Their hair, their body, and their smile. Those are the first three things that a dude look at. You know what I'm saying? Other than things that may catch them off guard, like her ass or something like that may be so unique. You have dudes that's very rare or be like, girl, you got some beautiful ass or something like that. You know what I'm saying? But it's very rare. You know what I'm saying? But most of the time they looking at your body, your hair, and your teeth. So your smile. So I'm like, that's so crazy that I looked at those things, and I'm like, that's weird. Okay, so then so the beautician still talking, like, yeah, she need to go sit her down because she doing too much. And then she said it out loud to her, which I respect a female. If you gonna talk about a female, at least say it to her face. Like, if you gonna talk about a female, you be gossip about her, have the gall, the decency to speak it out loud and say it to her face. So she was like, girl, you need to go sit down somewhere because you're doing too much. Like, and so the girl was like, I don't be doing too much, some y'all. And I remember her saying, I don't be doing too much. Y'all be trying to say I get high, but I only be smoking a little weed or whatnot. I'm like, I know I used to smoke a little weed, you know what I'm saying, here and there, but judge a female because she smoke a little weed or whatnot. I didn't do that. So it's like, up, that's all that matter, you know what I'm saying? So after that, I don't know why, but so it was like, it's like a calling, y'all, like a seductive calling, like, of a woman calling you. So she was calling in the spirit, like, it's like a Jezebel spirit, like being lustful, being seductive. And I'm gonna just be plain and simple with y'all, and I don't care what no woman has to say about me. If a woman is not nurturing to the point where she can't cook you a home cooked meal, you don't know if this girl can cook, you don't know if she can clean, you don't know nothing else about her. The only thing that attract you to this woman, she don't have no goals for herself. The only thing that's attracting you to this woman is how she look. It's a problem. It's an issue. You need to be questioning what's attached to this female, what's attached to this woman. If you ask this woman what it is she want to do with her life, and the only thing that she can tell you is, I just want to look good, I just want to go out, I just want to have fun, you know what I'm saying, and get money. That's the only thing she can say to you. She don't got no goals, she don't got no plans, she don't got nothing, and she don't have nothing planned for her life or for your life, for her counterpart, for her children, no nothing. She don't have no game plan. Something is wrong, y'all. Something is wrong. Y'all gotta stop living in a state of confusion, of being confused about certain things. But this seductive spirit, these demonic spirits that's attaching themselves to these females and being lustful and seductive, I'm trying to tell y'all, they are taking these men's souls. And I don't know why Holy Spirit brought that to me, but they wanted me to bring it up. Y'all men need to be careful. These women out here are snatching y'all souls solely off of how they look. Not by what they do or what they got going for themselves, solely off of how they look. If you have a counterpart or you have a wife and somebody asks you about your counterpart or asks you about your wife, and only thing you can tell that individual is, oh, she look good. And they like, well, what else? She look good. I mean, she look real good. She fat, like, she look good. You like, and what else? Like, what else? Oh, she just look good. I just know she look good. That's an issue. That's a problem. If the only thing that you can say about your woman is that she look good and she look fine, that is a problem. That is an issue. And then I'm going to start asking you more questions like, how long you been with this person? And the only thing you can say about them is they look good, they look fine, and all they like to do is party, to go out and to get and to spend your money, spend other men money behind your back, and to be seductive and lustful. It's an issue. That's a problem. And I don't know why Holy Spirit brought this to me to tell you men, be careful, because these women are snatching your souls. They're taking your souls. These demonic spirits are attaching themselves to these women, reeling you in seductively, lustfully, getting you to attach to yourself. And the more closer you get to them, the more closed off they are. They seem like an open book when you first meet them. And then the closer you get to them, the closer you feel to them, the more you start to love on them, the more you start to give a part of yourself, the vulnerable part of yourself, to these women. They start to become mind manipulative. They start manipulating your mind, playing with you, playing on your emotions, your feelings. They're trying to attach something to you. You feel what I'm saying? If that woman not giving you no plan, no goal, no nothing like that about her life, only thing she want to do is party, have fun, and spend your money, spend other men money that you don't know about on the side that she done became good at doing too, spend your money. That's why, let me be quiet. Anyway, because I'm afraid to get y'all too much sauce. But spend your money, spend all the other men money around you, and to draw in your energy and to use that energy to manifest things in her life, or for things to go right with her life, or so that you can pay her bills, and so you can do this for her and you can do that for her. Because no real woman gonna really do that. A woman that can't cook and clean, or don't even try, and there's something wrong with that. And you got some women out here that choose not to do it because they so good, they so much into their career, and they hire other people to do it. But still, at some point, you want to cook your family a home cooked meal or warm meal. If they're not, most of the time, those type of women are very emotionally closed off. And what you like is what you like. I can't do nothing. What you like is what you like. If you want to be with a woman, but my grandma always told me, a way to a man's heart is through his stomach. So I don't know what these women out here feeding y'all, for real. But it ain't no home cooked meal. It ain't no warm meal. So I really don't know what's happening here in 2024. Like, these men out here trying to turn these hoes into housewives, like, seriously, to the point where they're seductive, they're lustful, and they doing all of these crazy things sexually. They're sex demons, they're sexual predators out here looking to call y'all in as prey. And the Holy Spirit just brought to my attention, but I never knew why man was so entranced by this. Like, and I now know why it's being in a trance state of being, like, mind manipulation at its best. But it's so deeper than that, y'all. So I got to experience that last night with this in the dream state. So Holy Spirit, the girl, I was trying to tell you, I couldn't get her off my mind. I told you the only thing I kept thinking about with this female was her hair and her backside and the way she moved her hips. And I'm like, and they keep playing over in my head on loop. And as I'm getting my hair done, all of a sudden I tell the beautician who doing my hair, I'm like, I'll be back. And then I leave with this person. I don't even know this girl. I leave out of the salon with this girl. I don't even know this girl, y'all. And she takes me back to her house. And the whole time I'm thinking, while she's driving me to her house, she says nothing, by the way. She says nothing that she's driving me to her house. I should have known something was off then. But as I noticed, I'm like, why? The whole time I'm in my head, I'm thinking, why did I just leave the beauty salon to get in the car to go with this girl to her house? I don't even know her. And as I'm saying this, it's like, she know I'm saying this, but I'm saying this in my mind. And she says, and then she starts talking to me as a distraction. So then as soon as she starts talking to me, I get distracted and forget what I was thinking about just now, being in a trance state. Oh my God, I can't make this up, y'all. I forget about what I was just saying about me coming into my coming into common sense, my real state of being, of knowing that this is weird, this is wicked. Why am I going back to this girl's house? I don't even know her. And as I'm thinking that, it's like she reading my mind, and she like trying to get me from thinking about that. So she starts talking to me, and then now I'm focused on her again, and I'm like, okay, she talking to me, and then we talking. Then all of a sudden she stops talking again. I'm like, what the? And I'm like, and it's like confusing. So okay, we get to her house. Then we get to her house. It was so weird. As we walk to her house, it's like she's talking to me, not verbally, but through my mind. And she's basically trying to paint this picture as to how she truly is in my mind, yet she's not speaking it, verbalizing it out loud, and she's not actually taking action in the physical realm. All of this is happening within like a spiritual state of me being in a spiritual state of being, and her messing with my mental, right? Her messing with my mental. So she's painting images of who she truly is, which she is not. I'm like, and it was confusing. Every time I would try to get out of it, she tries to put more images in my head to distract me, or she'll start verbalizing things out loud, but she will only say enough to get me distracted, and then she will go mute again, right? I'm like, bro, this is so weird. Okay, so we get in her house, and I see all of these bodies, like everybody sleep, and it's midday. Matter of fact, it's like midday, and all of these bodies in the other room are on the floor. Actually, she had no furniture in her house. Like, it wasn't no furniture in her house, and everybody, she had like at least 10 to 12 bodies in her house, or everybody sleep midday on the floor with like a brown blanket. Those brown, like old school blankets, like them warm janks I'm talking about. Yeah, them ones. Everybody had one of them on the floor, knocked out. And I'm like, where's everybody? Like, why is everybody asleep? What is going on? Why everybody, like, I'm asking questions, and she's trying to shut me up by keep on painting images in my head. And it would take me to things as if it's actually things happening in real time, but it's not happening in real time. It's actually just happening in the spirit. So it's like I'm getting in a trance. Like, I'm in a trance, like I'm still. Nothing is really happening in real time in the physical realm, but I have something playing in my head mentally as if something is actually taking place, as if something is happening. But life is nothing but a cycle. Everything that has been done under the sun only repeats itself in a cycle. All of those things and myths and things that all of those things that y'all think are a myth, all the things that y'all think that happen in the Bible, anything that's been talking about spiritual wise, life is purely spiritual, y'all. People are getting crazy with getting into this witchcraft warlock thing, with trying to destiny swap with people, trying to mind manipulate people, trying to put people in a trance state of being so you don't know what's actually happening to you, but yet it's a spirit trying to attach itself to you, trying to bind and bond itself to you. Because if it bond itself to you, anything that's attached to you, anything that you come in contact with, they can bind and bond itself to that thing. Do you ever heard of people talk about a legion of demons? Yeah, because that is true. Meaning that demon, it may be attached to you, yet it can bring it other demons and other spirits to attach itself to whomever else that you have around. Next thing you know, they got a whole cult, a whole covenant of people that has demons and demonic spirits attached to these people, and they in a trance state of being. Like, you don't really know that this has happened to you. You don't really know what's going on. That's like you sleepwalking, and then you doing something while you sleepwalking, but when you wake up, it's like, what did I do? How did that happen? How did I get here? Like, you got a spirit attached to you. Anybody that sleepwalks, anybody that do all of these crazy things, is a spirit attached to that thing. It is a spirit attached to that thing. And y'all keep on thinking that it's a joke. Y'all keep going around here thinking that everything is a joke. No, it's not. It's serious out here. And it's serious out here. And it's getting so serious that Holy Spirit wanted me to bring light to it. Because a lot of men are getting their souls taken by going out clubbing, going out to bars, going out to places, meeting these women. And y'all thinking that, oh, this just a nice little woman, what she's going to do to me. Then she ends up being into like witchcraft, being into sorcery, being into all types of cross divination, to the point where it's like she's not on the light side, she's on the dark side, and she has a demonic spirit attached to her. So They try to be lustful, very seductive, very aggressive with putting themselves onto you. And you might think it's sexy, and you might think it's cool, and you might think, oh, this is different. I ain't never seen this woman this aggressive. I ain't never seen this woman so eager to be with me. I ain't never seen this woman so quick to want to attach itself to me or be with me or start a life with me or whatever it may be. It's because it wants your soul. It wants your soul and anything else that you're attached to. They don't get tired. They don't get sleepy. They don't get tired. They want to put you in a trance state of being and take over your life. It's no joke. Then you wake up 10, 12 years from now and you be like, what? How did my life get like this? How did my life turn out like this? And it's only this one woman that you invited into your life 10, 12 years ago is the reason as to why your life going down to hell. You see people that you used to know and they start saying, why you look like that? Why you look like you so unhealthy? Why you look like you going through hell? Why it look like you this? Why it look like you that? You don't look like your normal self. You not acting like your normal self. That shit is I'm sorry, watch my language, but that is true. Stop thinking that people talking bad about you, because no, it is the Holy Spirit. It is God. It is Yah Elohim trying to wake you up out of your trance state of being to realizing something is not right in your life. You need to start checking the people that you invited into your life, the stuff that they be into, the stuff that they get themselves into. And they don't necessarily have to be into witchcraft. They can go pay somebody to do witchcraft on you. They can go pay somebody. Y'all think that's that song that Tusi got out about him going to the voodoo? Going to the lady? Yeah, that ain't no joke. He went to go pay somebody for real to put some voodoo on his girl and so she can be in love with him. Like, this stuff is not a joke. It's real. Y'all think it's cute. It's not cute. Until you wake up, you don't know what the heck happened to your life. It ain't your life no more. The demon been living your life. The spirit been living your life. This girl been controlling your life for 10, 12 years. This man been controlling your life 10, 12 years. This stuff is not no joke. This stuff is not no joke. Or men that be aggressive, that be so seductive, that want you to hurry up and get into some, or to put your life in. Man, this stuff is not no joke. I don't know what y'all be on, but this stuff is not no joke. I done seen it in real time, and I done seen Holy Spirit and my ancestors confirm this to me many, many, many times over. When demonic things are happening, spiritual things are taking place, and it be so mind-blowing to me, because I used to think that this stuff wasn't true, till I started seeing the truth and stuff, and I started calling things for what they are. Because a lot of times the people don't be knowing, these demons that be taking over their bodies, they don't be knowing. So you have to speak to the spirit within them, and not actually the person, not actually the flesh of a person. Because at this point, they were spiritually weak when they got into the situation. They was vulnerable, is the reason as to why they was able to be mind manipulated, emotionally manipulated, whatever it may be. But anyway, back to the dream. So I'm in this trance state. So then she tried to feed me some food, and I always was told not to eat food. Don't ever eat food while you're in your dream state, and never eat food from people that you feel crazy about in the physical realm. Because even though you eat food in the spiritual realm, you can have spirits come to you in the spiritual realm and feed you food magic and have you acting crazy, have you doing stuff. Because yes, spiritual realm is true. It's just in the spirit. Y'all gotta wake up, man. I be trying to tell y'all stuff, but I know y'all probably like, what? Huh? What's happening? Yeah, I know. You look, Lord, help them out. Help them out. Just help them out in a way that they can understand. Help it resonate with them. Save their life. Lord, please. Oh my goodness. So anyway, she tried to feed me some food. And then to distract me, she bought 2 little kids. It was 2 little boys. 2 little boys came and sat beside me. They was real cute or whatnot. And I'm thinking they her kids. So they just started coming to talk to me or whatnot. We talking, chopping it up, da-da-da-da. They making me laugh or whatnot. And it was just weird. I'm like, where y'all come from? Like, I didn't even see y'all get off the floor. I'm like, where y'all come from? And then they end up having a plate beside them too. So they eating. And when you see somebody else eating, it gives you the urge to eat too. So I'm like, what the world's happening or whatnot? Like, what the world's happening? So they try to make me eat in my dream state. But it's like, I'm keen today. It was like some fish. The food looked good too. It was like fish, greens, some macaroni and cheese, and it was like a hush puppy or something like that. But it was like in one of them styrofoam plates, like she got it from somewhere or something like that. But mind you, the girl done walked off. I don't know where she is. She's somewhere else. I don't even know. Anyway, at this point, and I'm still wondering, like, I'm supposed to be at a beauty salon getting my hair done. I left with this lady to come to her house. I don't even know her. So this is weird, y'all. This is some weird crap. I'm like, what the world? All right, anyway. Long story short, I started going outside. Kids started playing with the kids. Then it started getting dark outside. And at this point, I'm like, oh, they cool. I think I should stay. Mind you, I don't know this lady. I didn't even see her since we came in the house. And I don't know where she been this whole time. Like, what the world? This is weird. So I don't know what's going on at this point. I remember we supposed to be at the beauty salon. I'm like, I'm supposed to be at the beauty salon. I keep saying this to myself. Yet I don't even get up to leave to go. I gotta go to the beauty, back to the beauty salon, y'all. Like, what the world? Like, oh my gosh, it was so. After we started playing, it started getting dark, and I'm like, I'm ready to go. Then it was these two twin girls. They were so cute. These two twin girls, they ended up talking about how it was their birthday and they wanted to go celebrate. Alright, y'all, so yeah, this is coming to the end of the dream now. So it was all 12 of them outside in a line like this. The lady who brought me to her house, her whole family, it looked like she had her husband beside her, which I didn't know she had a husband, and all her kids. She had a whole lot of kids. I don't even know they all was her kids, but these kids was old. And then you had some young, the two young little boys. So she had two twin girls, and they was pretty. It was real beautiful, like. And it was like, it was their birthday. They wanted to go celebrate. And I said I want to come with them. Mind you, I don't know these people, but the moment she's looking witchy, every time I look over her, she got like this witchy vibe about her, but I never could get, like, her face was like blurred out. Her face was like blurred out. I can see that she was light skinned and she had this beautiful, like, long dark hair, and she had a nice figure, but she was like this. And I don't know why this got like this witchy vibe from her. Then she had her spouse beside her, and she had all her kids lined up. Like they was about to, the kids was like they was about to go celebrate the birthday or whatnot, and if I wanted to go. So I'm like, yeah, I might as well stay. And I saw this wicked smile on the lady's face and her spouse when I said I might as well stay. Randy, you shouldn't have ate them. Like I should have, like I might as well stay. At this point, the people from the beauty salon pulled up like they were saving the day, because we was about to get in the car and pull off and supposed to been going to celebrate the girl's birthday. The people from the beauty salon that was doing my hair, and like another girl ends up pulling up and was like, girl, we've been looking for you this whole time. We don't know why you come with her to her house. We told you, and it was so crazy they was talking about the whole time. But the lady and her spouse got in the car with us. So she was like, get in the car, get in the car. So as I get in the car, it was like the lady get in the car with me and her spouse get in the car with me, right? Her spouse ended up beside me and she was on the other side. She still ain't say nothing the whole entire time, y'all. It was so weird. So as the two people in the front talking, they like, yeah, girl, we don't know why you went there. Like, you don't even know this lady. You don't know nothing about her. You don't even know her. Like, what made you just get up and come to her house? Like, what's going on? I was like, I just wanted to see for myself. That's all I kept saying. I just want to see for myself. And they was like, you know she get high. They get high. Some they do heroin or something like that. And then her spouse ended up speaking up and was like, well, we only shot up once today. I'm like, shot up? Like, what? Oh my God, they do heroin? Like, what? What's going on? And when I looked over, I tried to look down his arm, but I couldn't see anything. Like, I couldn't get a clear view of his arms or nothing like that. So I was like, okay, because it was dark in the car. And as he noticed it, I'm trying to look, because I don't know him. Like, he not the one that had me under a trance. So as I'm trying to look to figure out what was going on and also put everything together, like, yeah, why did I leave the beauty salon to go with this lady? I didn't even know her. Then he gets up in the middle of me saying that, and he like, yeah, scoot over by her. So the lady comes and scoots beside me, and her weird didn't say nothing again. She was mute. She just looks at me. After that happened, then so So after that happened, I'm like, this is weird. Like, this is so weird. I can look at her and tell her she looked like a witch. She looked like she got a scowl on her face. She looked like she always nasty. She always mean. And she don't say anything. She don't say anything. Like, it's just she keeps painting these images in my head. Like, images pop up, like, of her actually doing this stuff. But it's only in my mind. It's only in my mental. And it's like, oh, she a good person. It's like she put you back in a trance. So I look up at her husband. And this man is like this. Still standing up. He not even sitting down. He's standing up, y'all. But he got his head like this. And he got this wicked smile on his face. And I'm like, something ain't right. And as I go to look at her, it's like I'm back in a trance state. And all I can say is, it's okay. It's okay. I still think you're beautiful. And that's the last thing I said. I said, I still think you're beautiful. And I lay my head on her shoulder. And it's like, that was the it. And then, like, the people in the front, the two girls in the front look back at me like, is this girl crazy? Like, she's weird. Like, why is she, what is going on? Like, she don't see that they two junkies. Like, she don't see the real them. No matter how much we try to tell her, like, she's not seeing the real them. And I'm trying to tell y'all, it's somebody in your life. It's either you or somebody in your life. You've been trying to tell them about this person. You've been trying to tell them about this person over the past couple of years or the past couple of months, that this person that they dealing with ain't right. They ain't right. Nothing is checking off with them. If you got any person constantly keep telling you that the person look good, they look fine, whether it be a man or whether it be a woman, and that's the only thing that you have to say about them is they look beautiful, they look handsome, they look good, but you don't have nothing else, no other attributes or characteristics that follow up behind that push them in a category of being worthy of your time, of your energy, of your space. And they keep on trying to feed you a different identity of who they are, and that's not truly who they are. You need to start doing some real deep spiritual work and figuring out if there is a demonic spirit, or if this person is doing witchcraft behind your back and paying like a practitioner or something to put you in a trance state of being, to have you believing this person is have you believing somebody is who they are not. Holy Spirit put it on my spirit to bring this to the light and to bring this dream interpretation to you guys, because something similar happened where this person had a baby mama, right? He had nothing to say good about this baby mama. Only thing he kept saying about this baby mama is that she looked good. She fine. She looked good. Like, but he really wasn't saying it like that. He just was like, she not ugly. He like, she not ugly. She not ugly. That's what he said. She not ugly. She not ugly. She not ugly. All these dudes be on her. They be DMing her. Da-da-da-da. She not ugly. She not ugly. She not ugly. But he had nothing else lined up to say about this female other than that. And it was kind of weird. It was kind of weird, you guys. It was so weird. The relationship was weird. How they interacted was weird. Everything about their entire relationship was just weird. And it was just like red flags all over the place. But you can't tell somebody how they feel about another person. That's for them to figure out. That's not for you to try to figure out for a person. I've been there. I've done that. Don't do that. Don't do that. But you need to start deciding if you need to distance yourself from the person that's attaching themselves to that entity, to that thing, to that spiritual wickedness. Because Spirit came to me and told me after the fact of me distancing myself from this person, that person that they was actually dealing with was paying a practitioner for over the past 6 years to put stuff in their food, y'all. Put stuff in their food, and to also mind manipulate them and put like love spells and things like that on this person to make them fall in love with them when they really wasn't in love with them for real. And every time they would come out of the state of being in trance, of being in love with this person, or believing that they was in love with this person, they would go back and pay the practitioner again to do more spell work, to do this and to do that. Y'all, it is true out here. You be hearing people say, don't mess with voodooism, don't mess with none of that stuff. All of that voodooism, that witchcraft, all of that stuff, it's no joke. It's real, bro. It's real. And it's actually coming back out. All of this spirituality stuff is actually starting to take a turn. So all of these seductive, lustful women that you see out here, women can be sexy, women can be empowering, women can bring a certain type of confidence to the table. But if that's all they got to offer to you, you better be second guessing your relationship or your whatever ship you got going on with this person, because it's not normal. I just want to let y'all know that it's not normal. Holy Spirit wants me to let y'all know it's not normal. Something is wrong. And going into 2024, if you don't take a hold of this, if you don't take accountability for your part that you're playing in allowing somebody to manipulate your mind, manipulate your emotions, manipulate everything, you're going to be banded and bonded to this person throughout a karmic cycle. Like for the next 7 to 10 years, you're going to be binded and bonded to this person without no way to sever any type of ties. Yeah, so pay attention to yourself, your shadow self. Pay attention. And don't just go looking to put blame on somebody else. But make sure you take accountability for your own actions and your own choices before you go blaming anybody else for anything that you chose. I want you to be real with yourself and take into account of the things that you have come across and how you dealt with them. Like, how did you deal with that situation that may have led you to where you are now? That would kind of give you an idea of the things that you may need to change. And just be honest about the people that you have in your life and around you. And if they bring in positivity in your life or lack into your life. And making a decision of whether or not you want to keep them around, what you want to do with them. Because some people don't change. If you gave them multiple opportunities to change, yet they did not change, be real with yourself. Stop thinking that something's going to change and it may not. And be okay with whatever choice you choose to make moving forward. But don't go back and try to blame that person down the line if you made a choice to be with them, knowing truly who they are. You thought this person was somebody that they weren't, because that's who you wanted them to be. That's who you were expecting them to be. If you 6-7 years down the line and you looking at this person like, why am I with them? Why am I still trying to cultivate a life with them, build a life with them, and nothing is coming out of it? Like, it ain't gonna hurt you if you have to move on. Nobody's saying it's gonna be easy, but do you love yourself or do you love them more? You gotta sit down with yourself and answer these hard questions. And some of us like to not answer, and we like to get around it. Ain't no more getting around it. You need to deal with it. You. Stop trying to deal with other people. And stop trying to talk about other people's life and what they got going on. You need to worry about you, your life, your situation, and get that under control. You should have enough stuff to do in your life that you're not worrying about the next person. You're not worrying about what they got going on or what they doing. You worrying about you. And because you worrying about you and what you got going on and what you doing and all of the stuff that you responsible for, you don't got time to be thinking about nobody else. Like, I don't even know how a lot of moms out here, like, they be having like 3, 4, 5 kids, but they still got time to gossip. Like, how? It's a lot of stuff for you to be doing. How do you have time to gossip about another female, about what somebody else doing in their life? Like, how do you have time for that? Why would you even want to do that? Why are you wasting your energy and your time doing it? That's why I am a loner. At heart, I'm a loner. I done seen the worst of the worst of the worst, y'all. I done been there dealing with my shadow stuff. And also at the darkest time of my life, for real, out of high school, going through so much, like the last 2 years of my high school year, and not really having nobody to really explain as to what I was going through or what I was experiencing. But then having these people keep on bringing up these small issues in their life, and I'm like, really, this is what you dealing with, and this is what you talking about? Like, seriously? Like, people be crazy. Like, they don't be understanding how people be going through so much worse in their life or what they be dealing with. And I done had a lot of my friends, when I got pregnant, walk away from me and leave me in the cold. Like, leave me straight in the cold. Leave me straight in the cold. They couldn't understand me. They didn't know what I was going through. They didn't even want to understand. All they looking at it, or they telling people is that, oh, she let her life go this way, or she let this go. They didn't know what I was going through at home. They didn't know what I was going through in life. They just talking. Don't even know the real. You know what I'm saying? So sometimes all you have is yourself, for real. Because the people that you think that you can count on, the people that you think is your friend, the people that you think can have your back, those people leave you in the cold, and they be disloyal, and they do disloyal things, and they have you thinking that y'all the bestest friends in the world, and next thing you know, they talking about you, or they dissing you for a dude, or they wanna be with your dude, and they trying to get your dude to go against you. Like I'm trying to tell y'all, it'd be the most wickedest things that you would have never think would happen. These people that you would die for, these people that you would do anything for, but yeah, all they thinking about is dangling, for real. I done seen females that I call family sit there and then talk to another family member's dude, straight give her number to him, like straight up, no second guessing it, no nothing, like straight up, and was eager to do it too. People shiesty out here. People don't move right, y'all. People ain't right in the head, and people ain't loyal like you loyal. People ain't down like you down. And these men out here, they wicked too. So y'all females need to watch these men, just like I'm telling these men they need to watch these women. These y'all women definitely need to watch these men. A lot of them on the down low. A lot of them on the down low, y'all. Seriously. They doing a little bit strange for a piece of change. I'm trying to tell you, the people that you never would have thought, the ones that be screaming and hollering, how they don't get down like that, how they ain't into nothing like that, be the main ones on the down low, doing something strange for a little piece of change. You be surprised, and then this stuff be coming out like wildfire, like, and you're like, what? No, for real. So don't put nothing past nobody, for real. Straight like that. Life is wicked. People is wicked. And it be those ones that sitting right there celebrating you. Be the ones that be looking for you to fall. Be praying on your downfall. And also praying on your downfall. I don't mean like praying on your downfall like that. I mean like praying on you and your downfall. Setting you up. Putting obstacles and things in your way to set you up. To get you off your path. To distract you. Paying spiritualists and it is truth out here. Y'all better wake up 2024. I'm so serious, y'all. And they'll never tell you that they're in love with you. They'll never tell you how they really feel about you or the stuff that they actually did or went out their way to conjure up in order to put you in a certain situation. They'll never say. They'll be quiet, mute, feeding you lies. But in truth, they've been preying on you. But they don't want to let you know that they've been preying on you. And that's because they mentally ill. They emotionally out of whack. They physically all over the place. And spiritually, they ain't there. They not tapped in. So you need to worry about you. Working on you and your shadow self. We all have it. Me, I had to work on my shadow self by myself. I couldn't blame it on nobody else. My dark side, the side that we don't want to show nobody about who we are, because everybody want to be perfect. We ain't perfect. Ain't none of us perfect. Ain't none of us meant to be perfect. You need to work on who you are and what you are. Love every part of yourself, the good, the bad, and the ugly. I'm serious about that. I'm very serious about that. Once you come to a place of loving who you are and you can be truthful with who you are, that's the person that you know that you can deal with. A person that know who they are. A person that don't know who they are and they keep on hollering they somebody else and they don't really want to talk about the truth of who they are. You need to watch them, because they still hiding. And if they still hiding stuff from you. They still hiding secrets, deep dark secrets, and they harboring either ill will feelings towards you because you are open and you are speaking your truth,